I'm still under cash flow management right now, so let me talk about hiring your kids real quick, because you have inboxed me several times, and I apologize. That's how people inbox you, because they know if they see that blue check, you saw it. Now, I saw it, I don't mean I read it, but I saw it. All right, they're like, no, but it turned into the face, that means you read it. Now, that just means my phone was open. All right. When I hired Makai, here's what I figured out first. Okay? And you guys, man, let me tell you guys something. Don't be afraid of the things June is teaching. Don't be afraid of that stuff. That's why he's so good at showing you the documentation. It's coming from them what you're able to do. Right. See, the whole you is like, man, it just don't seem like you can do that. Look, you know what I do with people, man? Like sometimes instead of reading it, it's cool so you can understand that he's pulling it not from like out the sky. But sometimes you gotta put people in a real situation that they're used to. Let me give you an example. Can your children go get a job at McDonald's? Yes. Will McDonald's pay them? Yes. Now McDonald's, when they did their books, wrote off your child's salary as a tax what? Deduction. Because it's an expense, and they lowered their taxable income by giving your child a salary. Am I right? Yes. Can you own a McDonald's? Yes. If your son or daughter works at McDonald's, do you pay them? Yes. When you do your books, doesn't that come off your bottom line? Yes. Which lowers your taxable what? Yes. Your McDonald's is home. Yep. Wow. So people say, you can't do that. You just don't feel like you can do that. It ain't how you feel. It's what they allow. Right. So, Makai works for me. Makai's 14. What does he do? Every convention I have, Game Changer, coming up 9th through 11th of February, you will see Makai at the end, before every Game Changer, we won't be in my house. He's loading the truck, putting the LCD in, putting the screen in, putting my banners in, putting the camera in. He's loading up, and you'll see after every Game Changer, he's taking the stuff down. I have a Game Changer every 4 months. So I decided to divide monthly what he gets based on his efforts every 4 months. So I've justified what it takes every 4 months for him to take the stuff up and put it down. In other words, he's a mover. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Now, of course, that boy don't just work every 4 months. I'm giving you one task. So if they ever come at me, I'm like, okay, this is one thing he does. What else can I show you? Well, when people come over to the house and I have meetings, they must sign what? Sign in. Makai's responsible for counting up every single time I have a strategy session or in-home meeting. He's responsible for printing out the sheets, that's admin, and he's responsible for the receipts from the refreshments I give out, and he's responsible for keeping the ledger of the people that came. So he's, in other words, responsible for the sign-ups of individuals who come to my house. Everybody understand? He's responsible for making sure that the movie theater is clean. That's where I conduct a lot of trainings upstairs once we take out the Transformers DVD. In the same room, we pop in a training DVD. He's responsible for making sure that that square footage of the house is clean. Does that make sense? Yes. So what I do, I go all the way up to $6,300, which is how much you can pay. I believe 63.
Just went up.
Just went up. Okay. Old trumpet Trump. Changes right now. Just went up to 10,000. 12,000. All right. So Makai got a pay raise. You're like, why?
He's a business owner.
He's a business owner. And I'm increasing his salary. Why? Because his boss said so.
And you're right on that.
Make sense? The square footage, he takes care of XYZ. Watch this. This, all believe it or not, still under column 1. Because I'm lowering my what? Taxes. So hiring your children is a strategy under cash flow what? Management. Give less to the government, give more to who? ADP, Advanced Data Processing. I don't even pay Makai. with a check. When I get paid, his salary is extracted by ADP and put into his account. Wow. Payroll. See, this when you really, now June's not wrong at all. He's absolutely right about it. Cash is you versus them. And I'm telling you, when they come with them questions, who you think gonna win, right? Check, at least that's a paper trail. But after a while, when you get big business, I got the ultimate paper trail. He on payroll. With a payroll statement and everything, like ADP pays me now. Make sense? So that's a real paper trail. At the end of the year, ADP send you all your payroll documents, you get us your CPA, and now I lower my taxable what? Now, Makai don't get that money. Well, you ain't done that much for real. It goes into his 529. That's college. All these letters and numbers are just tax codes. 729, 529, all this. So 529 is for college. So now he's been working, he's paying for his own college education. That is the tax deduction. If y'all want my wealthathon, the last one, I said the best investments you can have are tax deductible and tax deferred. So now the tax deduction came from his salary and it's tax deferred because it's not due for payout until he goes to college. See, some of y'all are just Facebook associates. you what I call meme masters. But you ain't implementing these strategies at all. Yeah, I can tell when I talk to you, I'm like, you ain't implementing the strategies. So Mr. Winter, Philip, to answer your question, it's not as hard as people think. I chose, before the increase, to stay under 63, so he won't get what? Tax. So if I give him $100 a week, there are 52 weeks in a way. Year. So I'm right at 5,200 just with $100 a week. Now I can justify that what he does is worth $100 a week because I know what it brings to business. You see, that's another way when you get audited. Take it from the guy that's been audited twice. Take it from the guy that's still dealing with these clowns. I can justify it because I justify that small change compared to what I earn. See, if you only make 66, you can't give your child 63. Right. Red flag. Right. They ain't looking like, dang, you didn't know you stashing. How much you make? 66. You paid the child 63. All right, well, get out of here. So when you hire your children, write a check for their salary. Now, 52 weeks in a year, $100 a week. He's at 52. I got 1,100 left. So he gets a bonus in the fourth quarter. That'll be 1,100. So I'm right at the what? 63. And because everybody's first $6,300 is tax what? Free. I gotta use the right terms. The first $6,300 is tax what? Free. Because that's the standard what? Deduction. But living in this country, your first $6,300, now what? 12. It's tax free. So he stayed under 60 what? 3. So now Chrissy's doing the same thing. That's from Cosmo. So Chrissy's like, hey, he worked over here too. Y'all can't do that. Okay. You ever had a person that had 2 jobs? Right. See, sometimes you gotta bring it back. You just gotta bring people back to, let me get this straight. You don't know nobody with 2 jobs. I'm sorry. See, it's just the old you that don't know how to play. Right. Let me tell y'all something. In the big scheme of things, when it comes to money, this small stuff. It's just new to you, so you feel like, I don't know, this small. We're talking about $6,300. The government ain't coming at you. Man, this sounds fishy. Right. This small stuff, they dealing with way more than that. You just got to keep the records and learn. You'll learn in the early stages of getting wealth, so it just feels funny. Right. Make sense? Okay. That's hiring your children. You good? Yeah, I'm good. They get paid. Payroll cuts the check, or you can cut the check. It goes into an account. He's a custodial on his own account. I have the account, but he's young. His name is on the account, and it goes in there, right? And then he had a little debit card. So now when he wants to buy a game, I said, Makai, you got money? Right. And I get a text message every time. Right. This thing's so cool. I got this thing set up, man. When Makai account get below a certain amount, I'm like, Makai, I told you, man, don't be online buying all that stuff. I got a text message. You are now officially below $100. Don't do nothing else. And I show him what an overdraft is. Right. All right, I'm gonna get paid again, Daddy, on the 15th. Got to learn that. Walking money machine. I'm like, no, Makai, you get paid on the 15th now. Keep on if you want to. Apple sent me an email the other day. Somebody just logged into your, you know, they good at the alerts and stuff. And somebody just ordered Hulu. I said, Makai, you went in and ordered Hulu? It's text, reply, kinda. I said, kinda get Hulu. Well, they had 90-day free trial. I said, Makai, first of all, we already got Hulu. Talk to me first, okay? My password is. Second of all, I done told you about going on here. So rule number 2, make sure when you pay them, they get a certain amount to spend, but you monitor the rest. Because now, when he buys the game, I couldn't write the game off, but I wrote off his salary that bought the game. So I did write off the game. He bought the game after tax dollars. Are y'all following me? Yes. See, some of y'all just social media money kind of reps. Some of us live it. Let's go. Say it. Yes.